It's your girl T here, back with the Sunday vid. Yeah, I know you all are having a beautiful, blessed day because you're tea timers. It's absolutely what we do. Our affirmation of the day is I'm my own SP. I'm my own SP. We're tea timers. We are our own SPs because we're the number one uno. We're the prize. We got ourselves. So when we're manifesting an SP, I think sometimes that is our sole focus. I know when I first started manifestation, all I wanted was to manifest my SP. I didn't care about anything else. And that to me now shows me that I was in, I hate the word lack mentality, but I was pedestalizing my SP and I was down here. Because if your whole thing is just manifesting your SP and who cares about self-work and working on yourself, then what is that telling yourself? I'm again here and my SP is up here. I'm prioritizing them and I am not as much of a priority as they are. I think when we first get into manifestation, it's bumping into it because we are looking for getting that SP back, or we're in a financial crunch and we're like, oh, we're desperate. We want money right now to pay our bills, or we want the SP back because we feel like as soon as they come back, our life will be perfect again, and so on and so forth. It's coming from a desperation sense within us. And a lot of us, I feel, don't take the time to really understand how manifestation works. And manifestation is a journey back to self, because a lot of times through relationships and what have you, we are learning that we have some holes in our self-concept, meaning there are some areas that we, for whatever reason, nurture versus nature, our parents told us this, friends, family, we misconstrued or perceived a situation in a way that it might not have been, and it was negative to our self-concept. Whatever the case is, there are some areas in our self-concept that may be needing a little beef up. Like we might not feel worthy, we might not feel deserving, we might not feel chosen. These feelings, a lot of times when we're in that desperation or that state of desperation, we feel come from another person, a place, or a thing outside of us, when the whole manifestation journey is learning how to find those feelings within us, because all of those feelings come from us. Is recentering ourselves back to ourselves and learning that those feelings stem from us and come from us. So those feelings that we think are brought on from another person, place, or thing are actually what we give to ourselves. And if we are giving ourselves nothing, then we can't receive anything in return. If we look at ourselves as last place and we're chosen after such and such, or we're not as good as this person, or only if we had our hair like this or our body like this, then they would pick us, we're choosing ourselves after other things. So the journey of manifestation is about choosing ourselves every time, regardless of where we're at in our journey, or regardless if our body type is in the way we want in the mirror, or one eye goes to a different direction, whatever. I'm just throwing out random things. You're finding out that you are perfect and lovely just the way that you are. And once you can figure that out within yourself and see these circumstances outside of you as just reminders and guides to show you that you have a repetitive thought going on that's making you feel like this perception of yourself is true, when you can refocus that and reshift your perspective of self, everything else comes in. It's like if you're building a house on a shaky foundation, it's going to crumble. If you bring your SP back in and you still think of yourself as last place and you're lucky that they even had the time for you, you're going to watch them walk back out, because I've done that with my own journey. I manifested my SPN and he went out as fast as he came in because something he said triggered me, and I spun the whole situation around in a way that was negative to myself, because my self-concept was still on shaky ground. Once you can figure out that manifestation is manifesting yourself back into a healthy, whole, complete version of yourself, and all the goodies come following that, that's when you hit the sweet spot. So when you guys are writing into me and you're explaining your situation and I give you an answer, I say to you, whatever the case is, figure out where the holes are in your self-concept, watch your trends, watch what's happening outside in the 3D for clues, write a list of things that you feel about yourself, the way SP looks at you, the way you think SP looks at you, and then we can go from there, making up the affirmations and feed yourself. If you're not doing the work of feeding yourself and actually turning those ideologies about yourself around, you're not going to see the change stick, and you're not going to feel better about yourself, which is a large, if not the whole process of manifestation, is being so happy within yourself that you look at SP as an add value as opposed to your whole world. Because a lot of you will come back to me after you've done the work and say, I feel so happy within myself, I don't even know if I want them anymore. It's because when you attract people at a low energy, when you're feeling not so good about yourself, and then they come back in with ass backwards behavior, you tend to question whether you even want that person or not, or whether they're worth looking at or doing the work for, because you're so healthy within yourself that you know what you deserve. And it's not to say to give up on your SP and walk away from them. It's just to say that as you elevate yourself and you elevate your energy and you elevate the way you feel about yourself, your SP will show up differently, and you might even question whether you want that person or not, because you're willing to let go of the need for them and bring in whatever comes to you, whether it's a new SP or you wait for that SP to show up the way that you deserve. If y'all have questions about this, please ask them below. I love y'all, but not as much as you should be loving yourselves. Have a beautiful, blessed Sunday. Bye.